Over 2,000 years, the story of Good Friday has been passed down through a massive game of cultural telephone, leaving us with a sanitized modern version of the original events. Through constant retelling and centuries of artistic interpretation, we have accidentally replaced gritty first-century realities with comfortable images that are much easier to look at. Ask most people today, and they picture a fairly standard scene: two petty thieves, a convenient solar eclipse to explain a darkened sky, a man who perhaps just passed out from the pain, and a simple dirt grave. But when you take those four assumptions and place them under the strict lenses of modern medicine, orbital mechanics, and ancient history, they fall apart entirely. Walking chronologically through the exact historical timeline of that Friday reveals a series of specific, verifiable events that look very different from the tradition we've inherited. Let's start at midday. The focus usually rests on the center cross, but look closely at the two men executed alongside Jesus. Tradition often dismisses them as petty thieves, yet the historical Greek accounts use a highly specific word to describe them: listes. A listes was a violent political insurrectionist. Jesus was classified and executed right alongside severe state-level threats to the Roman Empire. Then there is the sky above them. This diagram of a standard solar eclipse shows the Earth, Moon, and Sun aligning to cast a shadow, which is how modern critics often explain away the 3 hours of historical darkness. But the Jewish festival of Passover always lands on a full moon. Astronomically, the moon is on the exact opposite side of the Earth from the Sun during that phase, making a solar eclipse physically impossible. The midday hours presented a collision of state-level political execution and a period of darkness that falls outside the behavior of a standard lunar cycle. Advancing into the afternoon, we reach the moment of death, or, as some suggest through the swoon theory, the moment he simply passed out from exhaustion. This idea ignores the ruthless professionalism of a Roman execution squad. These soldiers faced severe penalties if a condemned man survived, and they followed strict, methodical protocols for verifying a kill. This medical cross-section of the human chest cavity shows the heart, lungs, and the pericardial sac. The spear thrust into the side served as a mandatory Roman protocol to confirm biological death before a body could be released. The historical text notes blood and water flowing from the wound. Severe trauma causes what modern doctors call pericardial effusion, the rapid buildup and clear separation of watery fluid and blood within that sac. It is a highly precise, medically accurate description. The combination of rigorous Roman military protocol and precise anatomical evidence eliminates any possibility of survival. This was absolute biological death. By sunset, a new logistical challenge arises: claiming the body. A popular myth suggests anonymous enemies simply stole the remains in the dark. Instead, the historical record identifies Joseph of Arimathea, an elite, highly visible member of the Sanhedrin governing council. By formally stepping forward to claim the body of an executed state enemy, Joseph risked his immense political standing, his wealth, and his personal safety. We often picture the burial happening in a humble dirt grave, but this architectural cross-section reveals the archaeological reality of a first-century wealthy rock-hewn tomb, complete with a horizontal antechamber and a sloped exterior track. The physical security was intense. It was a newly hewn chamber carved deep into solid limestone, blocked by a massive circular stone designed to roll downhill and lock firmly into a carved trench. This public, architecturally secure entombment was overseen by a member of the national government and situated in one of the most secure sites in the city. So why do these specific first-century facts actually matter to us today? It can feel exhausting to treat the crucifixion as a fragile religious fable that we constantly have to protect. There is immense freedom in looking at it as an undeniable historical event. When you remove the sanitized paintings, the petty thieves, the convenient eclipse, the swooning man, and the dirt pit, you strip away the easy excuses to dismiss the story. You are left with the unvarnished reality of a savior who deliberately stepped directly into the most brutal, verifiable mechanisms of human history. This faith stands on a foundation of fact, as solid and undeniable as the stone rolled in front of the grave.